What's up and welcome back to my channel today, people. Hope you're having an awesome day. We have now hit over 200 subscribers on the channel. Thank you so much to everyone who has clicked the subscribe button. Today's video is all about plyometrics and how I'm applying them to my own training so that I can lift heavier and run faster. And if this is your cup of tea, please hit that like button and subscribe and join the 200 strong that are already here every single week. Now let's dive in. Plyometrics is such an underutilized exercise modality, but it's definitely something that I've found a lot of bang for my buck when it comes to applying it into my own training program so that I can A, run with better form, run for longer with better form, and B, increase my explosive strength for big lifts like squats and deadlifts. With that being said, I'm going to show you 3 ways or 3 exercise variations that I'll be using in my own training that I've seen a bit of progress with that can maybe help you out in yours as well if you've not really dabbled in the world of plyometrics before. First up is just a good old-fashioned box jump. Now, if you're new to this, I would recommend starting with a low box and building up your confidence with it. However, I'll show you some of the variations that I've been utilising this training block so far. I've been using things just like obviously the standard box jump, which is just your 2 feet up onto the box. There's ways you can improve this, simply just increase the height, or increase your depth by introducing like seated starting positions, kneeling starting positions, as well as some other ways like single leg, explosive jumps. You've also got some lateral stuff, which we're going to be touching on in a wee second. But the simple premise here is we're looking to try and be explosive, jump up onto the box and land with like a kind of sticked landing. You don't want to be wobbling around too much. And that's super important because what we're really trying to do here is activate some stabilizer muscles within your calves and in your quads and your glutes here as well, which translates over to running, okay? Because every time you're pounding that pavement, it is very unilateral, so single leg, but you have to stabilize to then push off again. So we're really trying to work on that rebound explosivity simply by just applying some good old-fashioned box jumps. Next on the list is a bit of a funny one, but this is something I've really introduced since injuring my calf a couple of months back, and it's simple calf jumps. So I'm going to again show you a couple of movements with this one. The basic one we're starting off with is just both feet bouncing up and down. Now you can go for time with this, so try 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and just see if you can bounce. And maybe even try vary the height. So you want to jump as high as you can, or you want to just go quick bounces, whatever you feel comfortable with, and gradually build up from there. Side note, first time I did this, my calves were agony for days. I managed to try and squeeze out 3 sets of 60 seconds because I was trying to rehab at the time and test if there's any pain or not. There was no pain until days later. So yeah, be careful, start slow, build up with this. But again, super beneficial exercise to strengthen your calves, get them really comfortable with the impact side of things in a safer, more simulated environment that isn't just pounding the pavements, because there's nothing worse when you're, you know, a couple of miles from home, a few kilometers from home, and your calf or something goes and you have to walk back. So yeah, make sure you calf rehab, people. And this is a great one as a prehab exercise to really strengthen and build up those calf muscles. And then you can transition to single leg bounds or transitional bounds where you're moving forward or backwards or even side to side. But yeah, you can progress it at your own pace, but a really good prehab exercise, especially if running's one of your goals this year and you want to kind of improve your running and just bulletproof your legs so that you can run faster for longer. And number 3 is definitely something you need to be doing more of, and definitely something I need to be doing more of. So it's something I've been super conscious of lately, and it's lateral movements. So lateral jumping, lateral hops. And that's super important, again, when you apply running mechanics and you're talking about this unilateral stride length. And a big like weakness runners have is like maybe a weakness in the hips. So you're talking about like kind of your gluteus medius and things like that just maybe aren't as strong. And that's that lateral training you want to strengthen. So you get strong hips, you get strong calves and strong kind of quads to support your knees and stuff, just because of the impact of running. So lateral training is a really great way to build up those muscles in the outside of your legs so that when you are running, you've got more power to bound from. And it also improves your form. So if you're someone with maybe kind of like more concave kind of legs, it's good to just have like stronger muscles at the outside to support your running mechanics so that your legs aren't kind of coming narrower as you're striding or crossing over or anything like that. So keeping strong hips, strong knees, and it's getting that kind of lateral strengthening in there. And same thing with these types of movements, you want to practice sticking the landing. Okay, that's going to be a real good component, or something that I've found anyway, that it helps when you stick the landing to really strengthen and stabilize the muscles in that position, so that when you bound again, they're used to that kind of impact, similar to running. These movements are so simple. You can start right from the bottom, build yourself up, try different variations such as height, single leg, go for distance, go transitional. You can play around with it and see what's comfortable for you. And the beauty for me is that I've been introducing these in like maybe 5-10 minute segments 1 to 2 times per week in my training program, and I've definitely seen a huge improvement in my running posture, but also in my body's durability when I'm doing longer runs, that I don't have the aches and pains around knees and calves and hips and stuff like that. So yeah, as always, thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome, and big shout out to the over 200 subscribers so far. If you haven't, again, like this video if this is your cup of tea, and catch you on the next one.